And our theme for today is, what do we bring to each moment of our lives? What do we bring? And so just seeing what's in the mind, what's in the heart right now. Is there an agenda when you get here? Is there something that you're expecting to get? Somewhere you'd like to arrive to? And then maybe I can just invite you to keep an open mind, a sense of openness, a beginner's mind. Now I'm going to invite you as you settle in to just take in a deeper than normal breath, filling up that belly. Long exhale. This is your time. This is your moment. So maybe taking another deeper than normal breath with me. And long exhale. And one last time, just breathing in deeper than normal. Whatever your lungs allow you to do. And long exhale. See if you can double the length of the exhale. And if your eyes are open, you can just maybe lower your gaze and give yourself the message that you're looking inward, not outward right now, just inward. Same if your eyes are closed. Just noticing what's here in the inner world right now, what's happening. Maybe many thoughts, maybe lots of energy in the body. Maybe sensations that are not necessarily pleasant. Or maybe the opposite is truth for you. So honoring this truth, honoring yourself exactly as you are. So I invite you to bring your awareness to these areas in the body where the breath is experienced. Perhaps you can feel the rising of the body and the in-breath and the falling on the out-breath. Or maybe you just feel the breath in a particular place, the chest, the nostrils, the belly, whatever it might be, just noticing its movement, seeing if you can just follow this cycle of the breath. Nothing to do, nowhere to go right now. Just experiencing the breath. That's where you are. if you're noticing that you're getting distracted, carried away by the many things in the mind right now, the many thoughts, perhaps the invitation is to just recognize this mental activity as thoughts. They come in and they linger for just a little bit and then they pass. So just allowing them to pass without giving them much attention right now, but just noticing them and coming back to your breathing. And then remembering that whenever you notice that you've been carried away in a thought train, in a story, this is a mindful moment. So seeing if you can bring a sense of openness, beginner's mind to your experience. Noticing if there is any judgment and just recognizing judgment as a thought. It'll pass. It's not necessarily true. And so now from this place of breathing, this place where the breath leaves right now, where the breath happens, where you might feel it as fully alive, we're going to expand your attention now. Just expanding to the surrounding areas. Noticing what's around this area. Noticing what sensations are present in the body. What is more alive and more noticeable right now in this body for you? What sensations are here? And if at any moment you notice discomfort, an unpleasant sensation, you can always take care of yourself by coming back to the breath. You can always open your eyes, shift your pose. The idea is to notice and take care of yourself, bringing a sense of kindness in this noticing, holding it in loving awareness. And every time just coming back to this sense of openness, curiosity. Maybe noticing how the body is held by the surface holding you and becoming aware of this as if it was the very first time that you encountered this surface. You're kind of like buying a new chair or a new mattress, really paying attention to how it feels in the body. These points of contact that hold it. And just seeing if for just a moment you can allow it to hold you. And notice what you find in this holding. Notice what happens when you allow the surface to just hold you right now. Notice the areas of tension, seeing if they soften. So letting go of any preconceived ideas of good or bad, pleasant and unpleasant even. What is or what should be. And as Rumi says, just meeting yourself at the door, greeting yourself with a smile. And then when you notice the mind wandering, taking you in a story, just come back right here. Come back to yourself. And this coming back is a coming home. And maybe what brings you home is the sensation in your hands or the bottom of your feet or your breath, the support the body feels in the surface holding you. And this is, in a way, just like entering at home. Starting by noticing all the things that you already know that sometimes are not noticed anymore. This breath, this body. And if this loving awareness could speak right now to invite you to stay here, what would it say? Would it say maybe, please stay? Please come back. Feel your heart beating. Feel your lungs expanding. Feel your belly rising and falling. stay here for a little while. And if it's too much, come back to your breath. This is a new beginning, a new moment. Whatever was no longer is. There is only room for this right now in this moment. Now let's see if we can expand this sense of openness, beginner's mind. Let's see if we can tune into sound with this sense of beginner's mind. To just hearing what's around you without stories, without labeling it, with kind curiosity. And if you are wearing noise canceling headsets, maybe tune in towards the silence. Noticing if any stories come in about hearing, noticing if any judgments come in. And to see if you can come in with an openness, leaving all opinions, all preconceived ideas at the door. Opening up to what is possible. Maybe becoming aware of what takes you away from this moment. Maybe just random thoughts, maybe some worries, whatever it might be. You can just notice them with this sense of kindness. You can even say, thank you, but not now. You can even say, I know you're there. And then just come back to noticing sound. Notice its rhythm, its volume, its pitch. So Rumi, in a poem called I'll Meet You There, says, out beyond ideas of wrongdoing and right doing, there's a field. I will meet you there. When the souls lie down in the grass, the world is too loud, is too full to talk about. Ideas, language, even the phrase each other doesn't make any sense. I'll meet you there. I invite you to just take a deeper than normal breath. Fill up that belly. Exhale long. And then maybe just noticing again, coming back to this body again and again, and noticing what your body needs right now. Maybe there's tension from sitting. Maybe it needs to shift and move a little bit. Maybe you need to wiggle your toes a little bit. Yeah. Maybe you want to rotate your wrist a little bit. Just allow your body to inform you what is needed. And then really gently, whenever you're ready, I'm going to invite you to just start to open your eyes if you're closed. And if you lower your gaze, maybe just looking up a little bit and just looking around. Leaving all ideas behind, coming into this space with curiosity. And if you can see your space as if it was the very first time you arrived. Maybe no opinions, no preconceived ideas, just be. Yeah. And just notice what it's like to bring this attitude of beginner's mind, of openness, of newness, of welcoming. And then whenever you're ready, at your own pace, you can come back to the screen and see everybody that's here. And again, noticing everybody without any preconceived ideas about anything or anyone, but just seeing. There's nothing that you need to communicate. There's nothing that you need to do, but truly seeing people. So you might have guessed our theme for today, beginner's mind, having a sense of openness to the moment, and the invitation to always come home in this way. I don't know about you, but now that I have brightness in my hair, I'm kind of working towards looking at myself in the mirror, and it just brings a smile now. Gets away a little bit from the judgment, believe it or not. And so I don't know about you, but often what I see is all the things have changed over the years, That's the first thing I notice. We're working on redoing my website, and gosh, the images have changed over the years. I need a new picture, and every year there's change. And it's such an interesting lesson to see it that way, right? To see the change and to see the privilege that I have to still be here and to age, to grow older. It's a privilege in a lot of ways, to learn and grow. And so yeah, this attitudinal foundation of beginner's mind, to be able to really see with curiosity, to be able to come in to the moment. I love what Rumi says, that there's a space between all these ideas, right? There's a space in between everything we bring in. And I wanted to share a story with you. This is a Zen story, and you might have heard it before, but it's called The Teacup. And it says it's about a learned man. And what they used to call a learned man, we can even now maybe use the term would be a scholar, somebody that reads a lot, somebody that knows a lot, right? Somebody that's constantly learning from textbooks, from educating themselves in some way, and it brought me to mindfulness in a way, because in series that I might teach and in classes that I might teach, I always like to really emphasize that mindfulness is not learned from books. Books complement our work, complement what we're learning. We might start reading a book and see like, oh, I've experienced that, but that's very different. Mindfulness is experiential. So we can have a PhD in mindfulness, but not really know the practice at all. And so this is what they would call a learned person. So it says, the teacup. A learned man once went to visit a Zen teacher to inquire about Zen. As the Zen teacher talked, the learned man frequently interrupted to express his own opinion about this or about that, his own learnings. Finally, the Zen teacher stopped talking and began to serve tea to the learned man. He poured the cup full and then kept pouring until the cup overflowed. Stop, said the learned man. The cup is full. No more can be poured in. Like this cup, you're full of your own opinions, replied the Zen teacher. If you do not first empty your cup, how can you taste my cup of tea? So maybe taking just a moment with that story, that really spoke to me about just about everything I do, arriving to a place, seeing somebody, my cup sometimes is very full and I have to remind myself to empty it. And so what we do here is that self-maintenance, right? Every time we practice, we're emptying our cup. Every time we sit to meditate, we're emptying our cup. And see, we can't take anything new. We can't learn about ourselves, which is mindfulness. After all, that's what we're doing. We can't if we're already full, right? And that goes for when we sit with an expectation, an agenda. I have to do my practice so that I can relax. And I have to confess that this week, that's been my thing. Because I've had a lot to do and my mind has been really busy. And it was every time I sit down to do my body scan, it was like, oh, I need to do my body scan so I can come back. And then, the learning is like, no, let's notice this fullness of my cup. What's here, right? Before I empty it, I must notice it. I must know what's taking the space. And that's the invitation. Or maybe I'll leave you with that. It's something that I've been practicing as well this week. And so, again, take what you need, leave what you don't. If this doesn't speak to you, that's okay. And if you're coming in and, you just want to sit in silence with us, that's okay too. You don't have to listen. You just want to practice in community. You can always turn the volume down. I just sit in silence. So it's entirely up to you. This is your experiences. You take what you need. So we've created this space all together exactly for that. So that you feel welcome, that you know that however you are, you're always welcome. And so, yeah, beginner's mind, openness. That's our theme. Yeah. Thank you for your practice.